Hey, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to cover basic of Palo Alto Networks firewall. The agenda will be what is firewall, introduction to Palo Alto Networks firewall, hardware platform, virtual platforms, SP3 architecture, certifications. What is firewall? A firewall is a network security device that monitor and control incoming and outgoing network traffic based on security rules. Like this is my firewall. This is my internet provider, and this is my LAN segment. Let's suppose this is my outside segment, this is my inside segment. A firewall will control the traffic initiated from inside to outside or from outside to inside. It will also monitor all the traffic. It will allow or block the traffic based on security rules. Traditional firewalls just doing stateful inspection, control traffic based on port and protocol. Like if you need to allow the telnet, you will allow TCP 23 port. It will allow telnet for you. Next generation firewall do the stateful inspection, control traffic based on port, protocol and applications. It will also do URL filtering. It will do It will also provide the scanning of antivirus, anti-spyware and IPS. It will also provide the sandboxing and much more, I can say. I'm going to cover all these topics one by one later on this complete series. Palo Alto has app ID, content ID and user ID. App ID is application identification. Palo Alto will identify the applications once it will be traversing from the firewall. Like on the previous slide, I, I, I shared example like to allow the telnet, you need to allow the TCP 23. But in Palo Alto Networks firewall, you can simply choose the application like telnet needs to be allowed. That's it. So that is the feature of the Palo Alto Network firewall, that is called App ID. In Content ID, it is providing various security features like antivirus scanning, anti-spyware, IPS, URL filtering, and wildfire. These are the content ID features of the Palo Alto Networks firewall. The user ID part is simply suppose you are having the AD controller on your organization. You can simply integrate the AD to the Palo Alto firewall using LTAP, and you can create the security rule based on the user's information. You can do the authentication. You can do the administrative as well from the your AD server. Now coming to the hardware platform of Palo Alto Networks firewall. Palo Alto has PA220, this one, PA400 series, this one, PA800 series, this one, PA3200 series, this one, PA5200 series, this one, PA5400 series, this one, and PA7000 series, this one. I have worked on this all these devices expect like PA400 series and PA5400 series. The reason is both are the latest model. They are released in 2021 only, and I didn't get a chance to work on these two boxes. And apart from this, I already worked on the chassis model, PA 3200, PA22850, and 5200. Palo Alto comes with the VM firewalls as well. We can deploy the Palo Alto firewall on VMware XI server, Hyper-V, KVM server, or public cloud like AWS, Azure, Oracle, and GCP. Coming to the Palo Alto Networks model, it has VM50, VM100, VM200, VM300, VM500, and so on, VM700. So you can see like the technical specification of each of the VM model. Depending on the requirement, we will go for a particular model, and accordingly we will to use the CPU and RAM to our machines. Now coming to the SP3 architecture. Before moving to the SP3, let's consider an example like a packet coming to the firewall. First, this is my firewall model. First, it will be going to the AV engine like antivirus. Then it is going to the anti-spyware. Then it is going to the IPS. Then let's suppose it is going to the sandboxing solution as well, Wildfire. Now, after moving to the all the engines, it will simply go out from the firewall. But all these engine will have some latency, like AV will consume some time, anti-spyware scanning will consume some time, IPS scanning will consume some time. So latency will be add. But Palo Alto comes with the SP3 architecture. Now suppose this is particular packet coming to the firewall. Firewall will distribute this packet to the all the engines like AV, AS, and IPS, and will combine the packet and send back to the exit interface. This is this is this is the SP3 architecture, like single pass. This is the single pass parallel processing, and it will do the parallel processing and simply exit the particular packet. Now again, Palo 2 comes with the two different uh, planes, that is the management plane and control plane. Sorry, management plane and the data plane. So management plane will do the simply the use for the management purpose only. Both are the independent separate planes, and the performance of the either one of the management plane will not going to disturb the data plane performance, and similarly data plane performance will not going to be impact to the management plane. These are the completely separate planes. Right, this is the SP3 architecture of Palo Alto Networks firewall. Now, to better understand the SP3 architecture, let's understand the this particular picture. Now, I'm taking an example of PA3220 firewall. Now there is the control plane, data plane. Here is the CPU. There is the two different CPU. You can say like this is control plane, and all are the data plane. Now this particular CPU is used for the control plane only. It is not going to impact the data plane. It is just used for the control plane. So it will provide the configuration, logging, and reporting part, and it is in a separate CPU, RAM, and disk. On the data plane, this is the one CPU, but this is also divided in cores. Like in this CPU, 6 core. 2 core are reserved for the particular signature matching. 2 cores are reserved for the security processing. 2 core are reserved for the network processing. Right. So signature matching, it will usually do the scanning of IPS, virus, and spyware. And security processing, it will be the app ID, user ID, URL match, policy match, SSL IPsec, or decompression as well. Network processing, it will be going to use for the route lookup, MAC lookup, R, quality of services, NAT, and flow control. Now coming to the certification part as well. Once you completed all these series, you can easily attempt PCNSA, PCNSC, or PSC Strata Pro. Currently, I'm holding all these certificates, and I hope I will do my best while preparing all these videos one by one. You can enjoy all these lecture from beginning to the end, and on the the requirement will be the lab, right? How you will prepare the lab. On the next video, I will going to deploy the Palo Alto firewall, Palo Alto VM firewall on separate, you can say, like a different simulator like GNS3, EVMG, or VMware. I'm going to deploy the Palo Alto VM firewall on this platform so that you can simply practice uh, on the Palo Alto itself, and you can improve your knowledge. Thanks. That's for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. If you have any suggestion, please give in the comment box.